What's good, Lifestyle Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared, and today we're going to be reviewing a video from brother Jeremy Hill. Now, social media has become a very big issue when it comes to a lot of relationships and dating. See, a lot of modern women, when you're starting to date modern women, can't talk word for shit. Modern women typically go towards social media in the sense of their phone is their very essence. What I mean by that is, whenever you see one of these chicks, they're in their phone. Their phone is literally attached to their hand. It's glued to it. Soldered, glued, welded. One of them. One or the other. It's that. And today, Jeremy Hill's going to talk about it. So, here we go.
Now, because this is not the show for you, I guarantee it. Now, let me tell you something about how things have changed in our lives. Now, when I grew up, you used to have something called Keeping Up with the Joneses. And what that meant is, if it was a woman or man, but a woman in this case, a woman would look at her peers, her counterparts or whatnot, and see how well they are living and how well they are doing. And they would try to buy something more expensive than what their girlfriends had. If she has a nice bag, she got to go get a bigger and better bag, so on and so forth. Now, Keeping Up with the Joneses has become digitized. What do I mean, ladies and gentlemen? Keeping Up with the Joneses now is in the form of social media. Whenever a motherfucker posts something over here, this other motherfucker got to post something over there to outshine the picture of the other motherfucker. So if they're on there and they happen and they having a good time, they on the trip, then the other person got to go on the trip too and post that too, because they're always in competition. Women are always in competition with each other, okay? So social media now is the streets. So let me break that down, okay? When we say that she's for the streets, a lot of y'all most of the time think that means a woman is out in those streets physically, which it can be true as well. But you're forgetting the other portion of that. If she is on social media, she is on the digitized streets. She is in the streets. She is for the streets. If all she does is stay on social media, if she wake up, don't even piss, don't even wash her ass, don't even cook breakfast, just reach for her phone and go digging in that stuff to see who has DM'd her. Or she can go see what a friend doing so she can see who liked her picture. Shit like that, she's in them streets as well, okay? You got the internet streets, which is a reflection of their hearts, and it shows you what is in their heart by what they post, okay? Another thing that you got to put on your mind, Jack, is this right here. Makeup. Makeup also has become digitalized. You know what I'm trying to say? Shit. What do I mean? Filters or the new age makeup. See, a woman only wears makeup, right? To enhance beauty or to cover up the fact that she has no beauty. And when you're ugly with makeup, it's even worse, to be honest with you. But long story short, so they use filters now to make up for the blemishes or where they feel that they are lacking in. So now filters are hope I'm saying the word digital. I don't know what digital form of makeup. So this is what we're dealing with right now. You got to look at dating and dealing with women in a different way now. You got to look through it with the lens of technology. So now makeup is technology. Being on them streets, TikTok, being on Instagram, social media, all that is the streets now. Okay, now we're finna get here in this educational video. I'm finna play these clips out of fair use.
Now, you see what he said. Attention is now currency. Makeup is digitized. All of this stuff is digitized. TikTok, or just say TikTok, IG, Facebook, Twitter, or I should say X now. Yeah, digitized. But let's continue.
I just want to say that first so I can give you the premise and let you know exactly what we've been getting into today. 1 second. Let me get it up here for you. Let's get it now. We better go deep in this.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if your girl is giving out her social media when dudes ask for her number, or she's connecting with dudes on that level when she's out in public, Flag on the play.
Now let me break that down.
Yeah. Flag on the play. Yep. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. All right. And let me skip ahead to this one.
She want to cheat on him, but want to be sneaky about it. Hold on, I'll put the next one for you. But I'm telling you the truth. You know I'm telling you. You know I get down. The gentleman who has gone rogue is always going to give you the truth. Let's keep going.
I feel like social media makes you feel as though you have to forfeit one for the other. Like, if you're going to have a good partner, they're probably not going to make that much money. Or if you're going to have a partner that makes money, they're probably not.
Now, that's what I said about keeping up with the Joneses. She said social media makes you feel like you got to give up one for the other. So when you get a good man, you starting to think that he's not a good man unless he got money. And then when you get a man with money, you like, well, he's not really a good man. All he wants to give me is money. It's weird. I'm going to go ahead and play it. I'm sorry for interrupting.
I feel like social media makes you feel as though you have to forfeit one for the other. Like, if you're going to have a good partner, they're probably not going to make that much money. Or if you're going to have a partner that makes money, they're probably not going to be good to you. And honestly, it's kind of discouraging if you're really trying to date and trying to find somebody. And I feel like the majority of the conversations being had about relationships are just like on a, what can you do for me? And I'm like, okay, I understand wanting to have financial stability and things.
And that narrative of you got to get a man who has 6 figures, 6 feet tall, and all this other shit is coming and being spread through social media. If you got a girl who lives in social media, she gonna be a hoe majority of the time. I ain't saying all the time. I said the majority. I said about 90% of the time. If you got a young woman, especially, if all she do is live on there, she's not happy. If she's on social media all the time, she's gonna be insecure. She's always gonna be trying to keep up with everybody else. She's gonna try to compare her relationship to your relationship. Her relationship to other people's relationships. You get what I'm saying? She will even compare the average man to a celebrity. Well, Chris Brown bought his girlfriend a brand new Lamborghini and Porsche, and Rick Ross bought a new Maybach for his side bitch. How come you ain't did? That's how they gonna be.
And that's the red flag that we all need to start looking at, and that's a very big one. What the hell? What the fuck I just do? Let me see if this shit actually still up. Okay, yeah, still up. It's still recording. Okay, so cool. Most of these chicks nowadays, when it comes to social media, they live on social media. Social media has caused a lot of these chicks to literally think that online is reality. See, what happens with this is this. When it comes to money, they're seeing money being transferred from everybody. From influencers on YouTube to influencers on TikTok. They thinking that money grows on trees, when in fact, money is quite hard to actually make. In fact, not hard, but you got to be willing to go outside the normal bounds of making money. And I'm not talking about illegal ways. I'm talking about legal, legitimate ways. You got to think outside the box in order to make extreme amount of money. That's what a lot of these chicks don't realize. You have to work your rear end off. I'm trying not to cuss much, but I'm going to fail at that. You have to be willing to do a lot of things that you typically won't see a normal person doing. And as I said before, not doing illegal things, doing legal, legitimate things. Like starting up I ain't gonna say that. Like starting up an online store, starting up something that's legitimate, less legal, less good, that's helping the people. A lot of people think that this fast money game is something easy. You can make a lot of money fast, but the problem is that money ain't gonna always be legal, and you're gonna have to literally wash it in order to be able to legitimize it. So yeah, but social media attention is currency. Attention is currency, and a lot of these women thrive on attention. They can't live without it. If they live without it for a day, they gon' die. It's gonna be it. I'm sorry. They crave attention. Attention is a drug. It's a hell of a drug. Attention is that drug that keeps on feeding you. It's worse than fentanyl. It's worse than that. And the problem is, a lot of these chicks don't recognize it. they're literally feeding themselves a healthy dose of social media, and a lot of these women are living in delusion. They cannot escape it. They cannot escape their phones. Their phone is constantly in their face. They do everything on their phone. Their phone is their life. You take their phone away, they freak out. Trust me, I've seen it. You take her phone away, she's like, oh my God, my phone. You try to take her phone away from, look at her phone, she literally snatching that joke away from you quick. It's a drug. They gonna have dudes in their DMs all the time. It's a drug. You ain't gonna be able to escape that drug. And that drug that they using is very destructive. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast, subscribe.com. See you guys on the flip side. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.